want to say that it's just awful that we have to confront these types of situations, but we want to make sure that we are abundantly cautious when it comes to the safety of our students. When we get a report of a suspicious item being brought into the school, we want to act quickly. It's really stressful for our kids. As you can see, it's really stressful for the parents. As a parent, I can only imagine when this happens at my daughter's school as well, that there's been lockdowns. We appreciate the parents' patience and appreciate the police department's quick response. Chief, do you want to give some updates?
Yeah, so we received a report of a suspicious bag. There was original report of someone walking into school with the gun. Either way, we're going to take it to the most extreme and investigate it to its fully. Ends up through camera footage, we see a bag being left at a door, it being brought into the school, it being touched by 2 or 3 different students but moved around the school. We have recovered the bag. There's nothing in the bag, but we are taking every precaution by investigating further and making sure something wasn't taken out of the bag at some point. During this time, the students have been in classrooms, comfortable, safe. Numerous officers are inside the school to assure that. We did check some lockers with some canines who would alert to gun detection, and we're taking every precaution. We will be early dismissal, but I'll let the superintendent talk about that first.
Good morning, everyone. It is a somber day in New Haven Public Schools, but this is why we prepare, why we practice for lockdowns for an event such as today. I received a call earlier this morning from the principal of the school, Valjean Belton, informing me that there was possibly a weapon in the school. Immediately we implemented our lockdown procedure and protocol in collaboration with the City of New Haven and New Haven Police Department. The New Haven Police Department has been on scene conducting their investigation to ensure our students are safe and secure, as well as our staff. We want to commend our students for their orderly behavior during this lockdown procedure. We understand our families, their anxiety. We're anxious as well, but we want to, out of an abundance of caution, ensure that our students and staff are safe. We are setting up for reunification at the Schubert Theater. Parents can meet their children at the Schubert Theater. Those parents who choose not to come, we will be doing an early dismissal. Those students will be dismissed on their buses and taken home as they normally would on an early dismissal day. We want to thank the New Haven Police Department for their collaboration. But please know, out of an abundance of caution, we are going to always make sure the safety of our children is first and foremost and paramount. And so we took the time today to make sure, and we're still taking the time to make sure the building is secure before we release any of our students. Thank you to our families. Thank you for your patience at this time. We truly appreciate all of you.
Yeah, just to add to, I want to thank the fire department, Rick Fontana, and all the people involved who have helped us secure the outside as well as the inside. We will continue the investigation. I don't want to talk about the investigation, but we have identified anyone that's come in contact with that bag, and we feel that at the time the bag was taken from the scene prior to us finding it. So we feel that the kids are safe and that the early dismissal is the right thing for now. So we're doing the early dismissal since the kids have been in lockdown for quite a long time.
Chief Jacobson, Keith McGilvery with Fox 61. Obviously tensions out here were high with parents. I think that's understandable. Curious if you could speak to the dynamic, what you want them to know about how things were handled this morning and why you did things the way that you did.
Well, I appreciate the mayor for being here and talking to the parents. That was important, in the school department, the Board of Ed. So when a situation like this happens, the first thing is to make sure it's not an immediate threat, an active shooter situation. So we had to get inside and get that squared away as quick as possible, then retrieve video and make sure that there's not a potential to have an active shooter situation. So it takes some time, right? So it took us time to get the video and the proper evidence we needed to deem that it was safe at this time. So, like I said, I appreciate the mayor and everyone else for talking to the parents while we took care of what we had to.
I have one question. Is that for just the parents that are here, or can any parent?
Any parent can come down. That's why we wanted to talk to you. So any parent can come down, or the children will have their buses available.
Just to be clear, the bag, was the thought that
from the area before you guys were able to find it?
No, it was moved prior to the lockdown. So, but we're gonna follow up on that.
So I would like to also add, we do have social workers on scene as well, available at the Shoup Theater. They will also be available tomorrow in school as well to support our students and families, recognizing that this is a traumatic event for our students and families to endure. I'll let the police speak to the police presence tomorrow.
Madam Superintendent, speaks to the dynamic for tomorrow. Parents obviously curious what a school day will or will not look like. What do you say to parents who are A, sending their kids to school, and those who may choose to keep them home?
Our schools are safe. Our schools are safe. The police, the New Haven Police Department, will ensure that our schools remain safe. I will let Chief Jacobson speak to the extra police presence that will be noted, but we will have our social workers, our counselors available for staff. As of our reaction today was out of an abundance of caution to ensure that our students remain safe. As you know, we do have metal detectors within our schools. We will continue to review our cameras to look for any gaps in practices and make those improvements.
Yeah, we'll have further resources over a period of time to make sure that the parents feel that their students are safe, and the students will be safe. We had a similar incident at John Daniels. We took measures to make sure that the students are safe just 2 weeks ago. So we're going to continue to do what we do. There will be an SRO assigned to this school temporarily, but they'll be here as we go through, because we're still working the active investigation as well.
You understand that it's happening more than not to where it's a norm for my kid. I'm texting my kid to see how she's feeling. She's okay. It's too much of a norm for today, so something needs to change. Like, it can't just be like, okay, we got social workers on site and nothing else is being done. I understand you have metal detectors and all that, but obviously something got by and it's not fair. It's not fair for our kids at the end of the day who come here to learn.
No, absolutely, I agree. I have children myself,
It's sad that it's
but
today's norm. It's sad.
and if you think about the situation, there was something left outside a door. We need people to talk to us. We can't cover every angle.
Do you know that a parent got into the school too? Just wandered around the school and they got the security and everything there. But how do a parent get to roam around the school and look for a kid who's being
Well,
bullied?
like the superintendent said, we're going to look at all our policies and make sure that we find any gaps. Obviously, there was a gap today, and we're going to fix it.
Did the board ever receive multiple calls, or was it just one from the school?
Excuse me. I received a call from the principal of the school that informed me that she had a suspicious item in the building, which was possibly a weapon. And from that moment on is when we proceeded implementing our protocol for lockdown.
Are you comfortable, a parent had just spoke to staffing over my shoulder, are you comfortable with the staffing that you have at this school and district-wide to keep students safe? What are the expectations there?
Yeah, so we always review our protocols with staff over time. We implement lockdown practices once every 3 months in all of our schools across the district. We will be reviewing our protocols with co-op staff as well around lockdown procedures and how they are to proceed in the event of a lockdown, such as not opening the door, not letting someone in as well.
Chief Jacobson, are you able to tell us, was there anything inside of that bag?
No, we haven't found a weapon at this point.
Nothing else inside? It wasn't like a normal school bag, like with notebooks or something?
I can't go into those details,
Do you
but
think
we
you
haven't
know
found a
who it
weapon.
belongs to?
Yeah, we have people that we're talking to involved in the investigation.
I just want to add, so just to, a couple of factual things. So number of police officers in New Haven, we still have a lot of vacancies and we're trying to fill those. A lot of our police officers are working overtime. We have vacancies for school security guards as well. We're very deliberate about where we put the security guards to make sure that in those places where we think there is a potential risk that we have security guards, but we're still working to hire security guards as well. And it's a very hard thing to hire for right now. I think it's easy for people, myself included, to see this and be afraid, right? Because when there's a lockdown like this, it's really, really scary. And you heard from the parents just how terrifying it is. There's a parent that's talking about their child being in a closet, right? Not knowing what's going on. The flip side of that is we acted quickly. New Haven Public Schools and Police Department acted quickly and through an abundance of caution locked down that school to make sure nothing happened. So we acted to ensure that our kids are safe. And while it's very, very stressful for our students and families and staff when that happens, It is because we are proactively working to make sure that there's safety in our schools that we do this type of lockdown.
And you would send your kids to school tomorrow.
Yeah, my daughter goes to New Haven Public School. She has experienced lockdowns as well, and I will continue to send her to school because I know that the staff, New Haven Police Department, are working very, very hard to keep our kids safe. I think we have to be real. Right now, we're seeing incidents around the nation that are tragic, and it's because there are too many guns in our community. There's a lot of stress in our community, and we need to be prepared. We are doing much more to prepare. We've had all of our officers go through active shooter training in a simulation in a school, and we are doing, Rick Fontana's worked very, very hard to expand the school safety plans to ensure that the schools are prepared. It's not, we are always on, always working to improve what we're doing, but we're working very, very hard to ensure our kids are safe.
Apologies, Madam Assistant Superintendent. We have not met before. Could you just tell us your name?
Yes. Keisha Red Hannons, Keisha, last name REDD-HANNANS. And I do want to underscore what the mayor just stated. I would definitely send my boys. I have 2 young boys. I would definitely send them to school tomorrow. Co-op is going to be one of our most secure buildings in the district tomorrow. And we're going to ensure that many of us will be here with the students for arrival throughout the day as well. Co-op will be secure. Please send your children to school tomorrow.
We got to do the release.
We're gonna release the kids. So thank you.
I'll tell you guys first.